Oh, hey guys, it's Alan at Boston Fan, and today I wanted to submit my first ever YouTube Hall of Fame ballot. Um, I've included some names here of people that I love their content, and that's not to say I don't like other people's content. So, if I leave somebody out, it's just these are the people that came to the top of my head when I was trying to think up who I wanted to vote for. Um, the content that I like watching matches my collecting style, but also I like channels that push me a little bit, that report on stuff that maybe I don't collect, and lead me down new interesting paths in collecting. So I have a small group of people here, not in any kind of order except for the first one. And the first one is Eddie at Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. So Eddie and I go way back, probably pre-YouTube. We were both members of sportscollectors.net for TTMing. And then Eddie started a Facebook group called Guru Baseball Autographs. I was a member of that. And we had made trades, and I bought stuff from him going years back. And I still have in my records like purchased from Eddie. This is pre-YouTube. So I am, of course, an Eddie super collector. I've got his first two cards there. His Ricky Henderson card hides behind Jerry right here. I love Eddie's content. He does a great job of showing his passion for the cards, which is something that I appreciate. I have a strong passion for baseball cards and just a love for them. And I really like watching the different avenues that Eddie goes down and collects. So he's got like his knuckleball collection. He has a passion for Seattle sports. He loves Hall of Fame collecting. He's someone who really got me interested in looking at the images on the cards versus just like, is this a Hall of Fame card? Great, I want my collection. But really looking at the image and getting a love for that. So Eddie, in my book, is a top tier Hall of Famer, and I think he deserves the honor. Next up, Shane at Shoebox Legends. Now, Shane doesn't collect as much vintage as I do. He does a lot of newer stuff, which I like because I don't collect so much newer stuff except for rookies. So I really like watching Shane's videos. One, I'm totally jealous of his cheese boxes. When he pulls cards out of that, it's just a lot of fun to watch. And he does a lot of the buyback stuff, which gives me appreciation for the buybacks. I don't collect it, but I love watching it. His idea of the Franken set, really cool, and I hope he is able to complete that 1990 top set in buyback fashion. What I also like about Shane is that he picks, like Eddie, new and interesting ways to collect. So he's working on collecting the leaders in war from 1950 on. And I think that's just a really cool thing to look at, as we collect, and it's obvious you want to collect Hall of Famers or rookie cards or whatever the bigger categories are. But those collectors that can lead you down small little avenues to find new niches to collect in. I really appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. And it just adds more ways to collect. Shane is a great storyteller for his cards. He comes across really well. He's very entertaining. There aren't many videos of his that I miss. And so I think that he deserves the honor. Also, he's a Boston sports collector, Boston sports fan. So that just adds to his candidacy. Next up is Mike at Junk Wax Hero. So I became a subscriber at Mike's channel right before 1,000 subs. And to be honest, I joined because Junk Wax Hero. That's my area of expertise in terms of I could look at all the stuff and know what interests me and what doesn't versus more current cards. I look at all the shiny stuff and I don't know what means anything. But of course, Mike doesn't focus on junk wax anymore. He's more of the vintage guy. He is, as you all know, an amazing storyteller. He's captivating when he tells stories on his Attic Find Fridays or he's going through his top 100. Love listening to him. He also does a little bit of hobby reporting, and his Clearing the Bases on Sunday is a lot of fun. So it's been a pleasure to watch his videos. I've met him. He's very nice. And he always asks for feedback on his videos and always pins a post asking a question, which I appreciate. It gets everyone more engaged in the hobby. So Mike, I hope you make it this year. Next up is Brendan at Brendan's Baseball Cards. Now, Brendan focuses on mostly unopened wax, which is something that I don't do. I can't hold it open. Keep it closed or unopened. But one, I really like the fact that he tries to explain, what to look for, the roller marks and stuff I totally don't get, but can appreciate the nuance to it. And then he's got some really good rants when, he's got strong opinions, and I like people putting out strong opinions, not necessarily because they're right or I agree with them, but because he's passionate about it. And passion's a big thing that I appreciate from all these users. He's passionate about certain things. And I really enjoy those videos. They're usually short, so they're easy to watch. And yeah, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Next is Orlando at A Collector's Dream. I've seen him on a lot of ballots. Top tier person. Definitely one of the better YouTube creators and YouTube just people in general. So I think he deserves to go in just for his content, because he creates really informative content, particularly going through vintage stuff, early stuff, things that I don't know about. He's provided a great deal of education for me. So he belongs in that wing. Now, if we decide to open a second wing for Hall of Fame commenters, I think Orlando would be a first ballot guy there too, because he seems to comment on everybody's videos. When he started commenting on mine, that's one of the first things where I felt included in this whole thing, that I wasn't just some schlub, which I am, but making content like, Orlando, who has this huge collection, knows everybody in the hobby, was commenting on my videos. I felt really validated. So he would get into that wing too. And then if we had a wing for absolutely amazing collections and just had a wing based on collections on YouTube who had just Hall of Fame worthy collections, Orlando would make that. So he's 3 times a Hall of Famer in my eyes, both for content, for commenting, and just overall collection. So Orlando, thank you for your content. Next up, I have Sammy at Sammy Thunder. Couldn't get a nicer, chiller guy. I was able to meet him at Shriners this year, and first time ever meeting people, and he said, as long as I make content, I deserve to be in the photo we took, which I thought was really welcoming. I love his Sunday chats. Also, he's got the 4 Horsemen, where he collects these big kind of people, Hall of Famers, Seaver, Mays, Mathewson, I'm forgetting the 4th. And what I find is, like, when he's going through that stuff, it kind of reminds me, like, as I venture off into these little side projects, I also do want some of those big guys. Like, I'm thinking, I need some Mays in my collection, because he's an all-time great, and part of why I'm collecting is to pass down this stuff to my kids, and I love the all-time greats, and it helps center me in terms of focus sometimes on that bigger stuff, where if I go down all these niche little things, you also lose focus on kind of the bigger picture, and I appreciate Sammy for that. And I love, the detail he's able to put into, like, knowing all the unique Mays stuff and all the unique Mathewson stuff. Just learning those very specific things as you get deeper into player collecting is really kind of interesting to me. Next up is T-Sean at Shannon. He just makes hilarious videos. They're very well put together, very entertaining, and I just think he deserves a spot, because there is part of this YouTube thing that isn't just about showing off cards, but it's also about having fun with them and pure entertainment value. And so I think for that, anytime he posts a video, I watch it that day. I don't save it to my watch later list. It's I watch to see if he gets a chuckle. Totally worth it. And then I think this is last on my list is Victor at Rookie Card Specialist. I really appreciate Victor's no-nonsense approach to the rookie card. He came out with a book this year, which I think is fantastic. I've gone to his website several times to figure out what cards, would be considered rookie cards, and he's really kind of changed the way I look at rookie card versus rookie year. And that's not to say that I don't necessarily enjoy any card that has a rookie emblem on it, but he's provided me with a lot of information in how I approach things and how I just think about the cards. And if I'm going to, sell cards or report it out to people, not necessarily labeling an insert that has the rookie emblem as the rookie card, but as a rookie year card. And just for personal satisfaction and personal knowledge, I think that his ideas on the rookie card and focusing on that has been really important to me. And rookie cards are really the first way I got into collecting after just having tons of cards in a shoebox, is I started searching out for rookie cards. So that was my entry point into the hobby. And so his knowledge and his ideas on the rookie card and going through the history of it, I think is really interesting. I think it's helped me, fashion my own collecting a little bit and just helping me with the language around the cards that I have. So I appreciate that. So that's who I'm voting for the Hall of Fame. I hope all of them get in. I know only 5 can make it, but I think all of them are worthy of enshrinement in this hallowed ground that we call YouTube. And they're great collectors who I watch all of their videos, and I hope they keep producing content until they decide to retire and go happily into the sunset. So until next time, folks, keep collecting and keep having fun. Thanks. Bye.